This summer, Prime Video takes you back before Legally Blonde, before law school, and into the world of Elle Woods in high school. Set in 1995, this Gemini vegetarian knows exactly who she is until her family moves from Bel Air to Seattle. Packed with iconic fashion, 90s nostalgia, and a throwback soundtrack, Elle proves one thing. Law school was hard. High school was harder. From the world of Legally Blonde, watch Elle, a new original series only on Prime Video. Watch now.
So good, so good, so good.
New summer arrivals are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Get ready to save big with up to 60% off brands like Rag & Bone, Levi's, Adidas, and Free People. Join the Nordy Club to unlock exclusive discounts, shop new arrivals first, and more. Plus, buy online and pick up at your favorite Rack store for free. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another extra of the TMossBoss show. And in today's extra, we're going to be talking about the recent hater that I've been talking about a lot recently. But it's not, I guess, more so, I don't know, I don't know what to really, it's pretty much throwing out an offer. You know, I think that's what it's, we could call this extra, throwing out an offer. But I did want to talk on today's event. So, yeah, you know, me and him, we had a little bit of a back and forth on Twitter. And, no, it is funny because it's just, you know, you see how easy it is to upset these guys. And so, yeah, that's when it just came down to, because all I was just simply was trying to do was get him to admit to the type of person he is, which is a pedophile. And he didn't want to admit to that. He overall believes that my views are more important than him being a pedophile. And I'm thinking to myself, I've never heard nobody go to jail, prison, or even had a court situation of low views on YouTube. I feel like that's something that you can overcome. You can't overcome being a pedophile. It's like, that's what I'm trying to explain to him, but he's not understanding that. And that's the thing that's so crazy about people like him, is that they don't realize the wrong. They don't realize, because it's coming from me. Now, let it be from somebody that they care about, then it would, I guess, click in their head. But that's the thing, you know, you can be trying to give them some like life advice, letting them know that, hey, whatever it is that you got going on, you're going to have to shake that, because it's going to, the thing is this, the person that you're portraying right now, that's going to lead you into a world of trouble. It is. And that's the thing. People don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear the truth. And it's like, okay, well, why is that? Why is it that you don't want to hear the truth? What are you so afraid of when it comes to hearing the truth? Because I didn't have to hear the truth my whole life. And it gets to a point where it's like, okay, you know, it's like, maybe I should listen to this person, even if it's somebody where it's like, you know, I really don't want to listen to them on some stuff. Maybe it might help me in the long run. I don't know. But I guess I've gotten to a point in time in my life where I'm like, okay, I have to start thinking smarter. I have to start moving smarter. I can't be this immature child that I once was before. No, I got to start making adult moves. Now, you would think that with this guy, that would be the same thing that he would be thinking about, right? But I guess, like, you know, when you just have people overall, because I personally believe that this guy has to be living in one of them, like, them homes where it's like, you know, like you can't take care of yourself and your family just pushes you off on one of those like community homes. I genuinely believe that. No, actually, that's who he reminds me of. Remember that guy that I reacted to, for those that be watching the reaction videos, that guy that I reacted to where he was like a fan of Disney and he scammed some people, but he was talking to minors and all that. This is literally a spitting image of that guy. Just it's in a different universe and things. Like, he's on Earth 257 or something like that. But no, he reminds me of that guy. And that's the thing. When you look at how that guy acts, when you look at how he carries on, you wonder, it's like, okay, what's the dark side to him? Like, talking about the Disney guy that I was reacting to, like, what's the dark side to him? The dark side to him is how this guy is acting right now, the hater that I've been dealing with on Twitter. So me and him had a little bit of a back and forth, but the last tweet that I posted, and I'm like, from this point forward, this is the only thing that you need to be worried about. My views, that can always change, but you being exposed on a pedophile, can you change that? Can you actually prove that you're not a pedophile? Because if not, then it's like, bro, my thing is this.
This summer, serve up the Cookout Classics, Kraft Mayo and Dressing. Toss green salads with delicious ranch dressing or zesty Italian. serve smooth, craveably creamy potato salads with mayo. We all know it's not a cookout without Kraft.
Everyone knows that unexplainable it factor, that smile that lights up a room, that wow. Well, it doesn't happen by itself. There's chemistry behind the charisma. Colgate Optic White Pro Series toothpaste removes 15 years of deep-set stains when you brush twice daily for 2 weeks. How? The clinically proven formula is powered by Colgate's hydrogen peroxide complex. It works at the molecular level to gently dissolve stains deep within the enamel where your brush can't reach. It's proof that daily routine can be remarkable. That's the science of wow. Colgate Optic White.
From this day forward, you can't say nothing about me because the conversation is only going to be, at least I'm not a pedophile. I could always get my views up. I could always be a better content creator, but being a pedophile, and do you genuinely believe that having less views or no views at all is worse than being a pedophile? Because if so, like I said, it's things like this where I'm like, okay, you know what? Go try to explain this to this is just my go-to conversation every single time when I talk to a hater. You go and try to explain to somebody on the street that having no views on the internet is worse than being a pedophile, please. Because if you ain't willing to do that, then fam, stop talking about me, please. Like, go on about your business. But if you ain't willing to do that, then it's like, bruh, there ain't nothing else to talk about. There's absolutely nothing else to talk about. So, and you know, the thing is this, my advice to people out there, do not end up like this guy, you know, because that's the thing. People like him, they can get easily manipulated on the internet. You know, they try to get into somebody's good graces, whoever it is that they're a fan of. And that's the thing. I always encourage my fans. I'm like, be yourself. Be your own person. You don't have to prove nothing to me. You can be yourself, and I would accept that. I would appreciate that. You by just you being yourself. So my thing is this. If you're like, oh, I'm into opera music, but I know you don't really care too much for opera. I'm like, okay, enlighten me. Explain. I would love to be educated on opera music because not to tell you the truth, I really don't particularly care for opera. You know, it's like, I've heard it. I understand the, I guess the fan base behind it and stuff because it ain't no different than any other fan base of music and things. But I'm like, enlighten me. Let me know. My thing is this. I'm not a judging person. Whatever it is that you're interested in, you are like, bro, I have a fascination with clowns. Okay, cool. I'm like, you do your thing, bro. I'm like, I guess like that would be my follow-up question. It's like, have you seen the It movies and Welcome to Derry, to carry on the conversation and stuff, whatever knowledge that I have. But I'm like, I'm not one of those people where I'm like, whatever it is that I'm interested in, you have to be interested in it. No. We're all different. That's how this world is supposed to be. We're all supposed to be different. We're not supposed to be the same. And that's the thing, what he's trying to do. He's trying to be like the people that he's following. But I'm like, that's your problem. You're not a leader. You don't have a leading factor. There is nothing leading about you. There is not going to be people, when you check his followers, it's nothing but fake accounts and maybe a real person here and there. But other than that, it's like, bruh, who goes to your Twitter account to see what you're talking about? Like, answer that question. Who is going to your Twitter account on whatever it is, whether it's about me or whether it's about something else? But who's going to your Twitter account? Nobody. Nope. And that's the thing. I know people going to say that I'm a little bit messed up for saying that, but it's like, fam, who cares about you? Like, that's a genuine question. That is a question where I would love a legitimate answer to it. All right. Who cares about you? Because my thing is this, I feel like it's safe for me to pin out this guy's life. Your family pushed you away because they realized what kind of a person you are. You're a manipulator. You like to take advantage of people. You don't want the best for people. You don't want good things to happen to people. You want them to bow down to you. But look at yourself. You can't respect yourself, but you want other people to respect you. Then you get on the internet, you try to be another. No, and the thing is this, he tried to have that leading factor. I feel like his first day on the internet, he tried to be a leader. Nobody didn't care. So he found himself in a fan base. It so happened to be Just the Robot's fan base. He tried to get on Just the Robot's good graces. Just the Robot doesn't care about him. So, and that's the thing where it's like somebody that you're a fan of, somebody that you like, you care about them, but they don't care about you. Because my thing is this, throughout this whole time of me and you going back and forth, and we've been going back and forth since last year, when has Just the Robot jumped to your defense? When has he even acknowledged your existence? Never. So anyways, now that you've gotten my attention. Now you think that, oh, I'm a leader now. Like, oh, I've done something. You've done absolutely nothing. The interactions that me and you are having, that ain't no different than any other interaction that I've had with any other hater. And guess what? The thing is this, I don't think he realizes how easy it is, like, to forget a person like him. There have been times where haters have came back and resurfaced, and I'm like, who is this person again? Oh, I remember. And so it's like, you got to do a little bit of research. You got to think. But my thing is this, right? Let's say I go down a route where I'm like, I don't want to remember you. I don't want to have a conversation with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. I've said that before. You think that it would click in your head, but that's the thing. Nothing clicks in your head. You've never been told no. You've never had somebody, I guess, challenge you before. And so that's why I'm like, you know what? My thing is this, all right? The ultimate challenge. All the cards, you know, all that stuff. I'm like, I'm putting all the chips in and things, you know. I'm like, no, what you need to do, okay, from this day forward, prove your innocence. Prove that you're not a pedophile. And like I said on Twitter, if you can reveal who you are, all right, because you ain't got nothing to hide. You don't have nothing to lose. You are a random nobody on the internet, all right? Reveal your identity. Prove to me that you're not a pedophile. I'll delete every video that I made about you. I'll delete every tweet that I made about you. I would apologize for everything that I've said about you. But if you ain't willing to do that, then fam, there ain't nothing more to talk about. You lost. And that's the thing. Hold on for a second. Let me just check his Twitter account, because I know that, because I made this tweet not too long ago, and now he all of a sudden went quiet. I don't know. Maybe it might be his bedtime at that homing facility that he lives in and stuff. But overall, though, it's like, you could do, my thing is this. You could do all this research on me. You could bring up old videos of me talking about whatever and stuff, but you can't prove your innocence. Yeah, I'm like, that's one of those things. And I know he ain't going to be able to prove his innocence, because it's one of those things where this is all that he has going for himself. So I already know what his next move is going to be. He's going to try to make it seem like that he's trolling me. He's going to try to make it seem like that he's getting under my skin and all that stuff. He's going to try to make it seem like that, oh, he has the upper hand on this. Fam, you don't. Like, that's the thing. I don't think you realize or understand. Like, this is all that you have. I have more things to do. You're not relevant. You're not important. All right. You can disappear and never be heard of from again and all that stuff. Nobody is going to care. Just a robot still going to live his life. I'm going to still live my life. And any and everybody where it's like you try to get involved in their life, they're going to live their life. Now, I know that might be a messed up thing to say, but when you sit down and think about it, it's like all you're doing and all you're going to be known for is that you were stalking me on an everyday basis, and you tried to make something out of it, and nothing happened. I'm still posting content. I'm still doing my thing. What is it that you can say that you've done for yourself, where you can say that you benefit without telling a lie, though, because he's known for doing that. That whole audience is known for doing that. But it's like, what can you say where it's like you've gotten some sort of benefit out of this and things, you know? Because other than that, it's like, bruh, you need some professional help. I guess, you know, I feel like I've said that before, but he ain't gonna listen, you know? So it's like, the thing is this. I did this extra. The challenge is on the table. He don't accept the challenge. Point proven. It's like there's nothing more to say about this guy. So, but anyways, with that being said, talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Extra. Like, subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.